Comcast, live from Daryl's house on MTV Live. The greatest soul singer, I think, ever to step behind a microphone, Daryl Hall. What an amazing career. This program, which I really enjoy, and by the way, there's a marathon on right now, so if you don't have to go to work, get yourself a nice bottle of wine from one of your fine wine and spirit stores, and kick off your shoes, relax, and listen to some of the most amazing talent in the world, because what he does, he brings in some of the greatest musical talent from all genres, and they simply do what they do best in the comfort of his home. It's a unique programming idea that has really soared and taken off, and I think generations of, well, past, present, and future, young and old alike, are embracing this because it's all about music, getting back to the basics, and just seeing all of this great talent come together and really click. I love Live from Daryl's house, seen on MTV Live. And as far as MTV Live, great CBS Corporation brand, because what it does, it takes you anywhere in the world that you can possibly imagine, okay? And you get a chance to see some of the greatest talent anywhere perform live, and it just kind of shows you why they are who they are, because when you can do it in a studio, that's one thing with all the technology, but when you hit the stage and you're doing it live and you're doing it without a net and your sound is incredible as people like on Live from Daryl's house do, that just gives you an understanding of what true talent in the music industry is all about. So Live from Daryl's house, and you know, I think about that journey. Daryl Hall and I connected. He, of course, on stage, and me behind the microphone in radio now for well over 3 decades. Going back to my early days playing album-oriented rock, I found Daryl Hall and John Oates to be absolutely fantastic. And you know, of course, they came in just about the same time that Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones were hitting their stride in the 70s, and the great David Bowie and Ziggy Stardust on tour, in which they, Daryl Hall and John Oates, were opening for him back in the day. It all kind of came together, and it was a wonderful time for me to have that chance 10 years later to be on the radio playing it in that album version. There was nothing quite like it, and I've been a fan of Daryl Hall and John Oates ever since, and we kind of took this journey together musically. They, of course, signed by the great Tommy Mottola, Atlantic Records, in the early 70s. Their first hit went to number 7, She's Gone, that eventually would be covered by that band Tavares that all of us remember from the disco era. And then Daryl Hall and John Oates became pop icons, because from the late 70s to the mid 80s, they had chart topper after chart topper after chart topper. They were a machine, an incredible music machine. And in that time, they had 6 #1 records. That is incredible. And they have sold more records than any other duo in the history of music. But they have continued to evolve as artists, and he is doing that still to this day with Live from Daryl's house on MTV. Now, speaking of music, the Grammys on Sunday, and we're going to be talking about it Wednesday night. Rick Renati, Scott Tate of the Beaver Allegheny County Times from the Radici's restaurant in Monaca. We'll be blogging about it on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll give you a chance to find out exactly what you can expect when the host of the Late Show on CBS, James Corden, hits the stage on the Grammys coming up Sunday night on CBS. Have a great rest of your day, and remember, if you're in the neighborhood, listen to what he's doing in his neighborhood. Live from Daryl's house on MTV Live.